no. Oh no. Oh no. My world record is in jeopardy. Today in the wood yard, we've got wood deliveries. We're gonna take this pine, throw it in the truck, go deliver it, come back and do it again. Here we go. So my first delivery this morning is for a face cord of pine. And that is what this is right here. This whole roll is gonna go in the truck. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a face cord, or a third of a cord, if that's how you like to say it, of mixed hardwood, and that's going to a campground. So we got a little road trip this morning, and I'm gonna take this wood and go deliver it. So we're just gonna get it loaded up and then go chuck it off again. Throw it in, throw it out. There it is, another beautiful load of pine. Yes, pine, campfire wood. A lot of people turn their nose up to pine, but for campfire wood, it's excellent. It burns really easy, nice flame, smells good, has the snap, the crackle, and the pop, and the odor. Smells great. And there's people that realize that for outside burning, for campfire wood, it's just fine. It's a lot cheaper than the regular hardwoods like the oak, the hickory, the maple, locust, stuff like that. I sell all that for 110 a face cord. This is only 80 bucks. Almost all of the pine that I have, I get for free because a lot of people just want to get rid of it. So everything from this pile right here all the way down, this was all pine, and then all the way down to where you see those pallets down over, that was all pine all through here, and it was all free. Probably had 35 maybe or so face cords. So what was that, like 11, 12-ish full cords is what I had to start with, and it's starting to sell. I usually sell a lot of it in the summertime, like I said. So we're gonna go deliver this one, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna load up a load of mixed hardwood, and that is for a delivery at a campground, the next one, and that is a ways away, so a little bit of a road trip. So we're gonna go deliver this one right now. Well, here I am at my first delivery, and this is pretty typical what I do a lot of times for people during the day. They tell me where they want it. It's going to go right here in front of their camper, so they got the wheelbarrow ready to go to move it around to the back because they're using it for camping and for their backyard. And they left the money for me under a mat on the front doorstep, so we're going to go see if my money is here. There's the front doorstep. There's the mat. Look at that. Money. Leave some cards there. That's what I do a lot of times. And there's the money. Wet money, because it just rained. So I'll put that where it belongs, in my pocket, and we're gonna unload wood. I'm gonna set a world record. Here we go. Okay, start the timers. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. My world record is in jeopardy. The camera got knocked over. Well, maybe not today. We have camera injury. Camera injury. Okay, I'll start over. Here we go again. Woo! Done. How'd I do? The camera wouldn't have fell over. That would have been a new world record. It went fast. Down the road to the next one we go. All right, so this order is going to be for mixed hardwood. So I'm going to start out putting some maple. I got a bunch of stuff here that's from a pile that's been partially picked away at. So I'm going to start with this first, and then we're going to go put some ash in, maybe some other stuff too. We'll see what we've got here. So just going to start right here. And these are measured piles, but I've already taken a bunch from these piles. So what I'm going to do is just put in, I can turn the camera here so you can see. I'm going to put in a bunch of this stuff here that's already been pulled from. And I'm going to kind of clear up one of these rows here because they're kind of partial rows. And I'm going to use this. So this is all over a year old, this maple. And that's what we're putting in. I like to do it this way. If you can see how I'm grabbing these, I lift up from the bottom and I grab a whole armful at a time like this, instead of doing one piece at each hand at a time. Try to like kind of lift it up and then just chuck it. It's a lot faster. So I'm grabbing, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 at a time. A bunch. I can't load as fast as I can unload unless I'm going from a half of a, I shouldn't say half, a third of a cord roll where I'm throwing the whole thing in, where I just chuck it in. I do that pretty fast too. I can do that in like 5 minutes. This goes pretty fast. So today is a beautiful day in the wood yard. This morning when I got up it was about 62 degrees, and right now it's about 68, I think. It's only supposed to get to about 75 today, so beautiful, beautiful day. Then again, every day in the wood yard is a beautiful day, especially if you're sitting in your office at a cubicle watching my videos while you're at work, wishing you were here, which I know is a lot of you. What's kind of funny is I look at my analytics, and Sunday is the biggest watch day, followed by not Saturday, but Monday morning. Monday morning, when people go to work, this is the biggest, second biggest watch time that I have right away in the morning. It's amazing. So I know a lot of you are getting paid to watch me, and I think that's great. As long as you keep watching, and if you're getting paid, that's even better. That way we're both making money right now. That's a good thing. So yeah, there's a few pieces of elm in here I see. That happens sometimes when I get a specific kind of wood. I think that might be enough. A couple more pieces. Throw some of these in here. I want to make it be all maple, so I got a bunch of other stuff I'm going to throw in too. There we go. That's enough of that. A couple more. And a couple more. Just get them out of my way here. Here we go. So now we're going to go over and do some ash. Okay, so this pile has a bunch of ash in it, but I see there's also some aspen in here too, which is no biggie. I'll throw some of that in. And I got a pile that's all ash back there. I will take some of that, so we'll just throw a little bit of this in, just kind of some filler. And then we'll go throw the ash in. So yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Sun is shining, birds are singing. It's not raining, it's not snowing. What more could a guy ask for? And as always, no back windows were smashed during the filming of this video so far. So I get asked that a lot. For those of you that have been around a while, you know about, every time I do a load, somebody or a couple people ask, have you ever smashed a window out? No, not in 50 years. No smashing of back windows. If you're careful with your loading and you throw the piece so it's not gonna bounce up and hit the window, you're not gonna have a problem. And if you do, then it makes good video. So maybe you'll get to see one someday. This one looks like it's a good one. And there's some maple in here too. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Oh, lots more ash here, looks like. That's okay. Yeah, that's enough of that. I'm gonna go get all the rest of it ash. So the rest of this is all ash right here. I'm gonna throw in, and that'll finish off the load. So I'm gonna move you guys over here so I don't hit you. I don't think I'd hit you, not on purpose anyway, because I like you guys. There you go. Oh, you can see. So we're going to take it from this end piece, because what I'm trying to do is open this up over here so I can get the tractor through here, so that I can get through to clear out garbage and stuff and dump all the waste from the wood. So every speck of this wood that's in this load was all free wood. It's all cut from stuff that I found either on Craigslist, or people called me and said, hey, I got some trees, you want them? So a lot of the stuff is 100% profit as far as not spending money on it, but not profit in that I had to spend time to go get it and haul it and cut it, split it, stack it. So anyway, there it is. That is a load. Now we're going to head down the road. We're going to go to the campground, and we're going to dump it to Crumpet. Here we go. So here I am backing into the spot where they usually dump the wood, right where my truck is there. The lady had told me, but she said if you can get closer, that'd be great. So I always try to get as close as I can. So I kind of squeezed the truck right between the tree and their deck here, and got right as close as I could, as far as I could go back anyway, because their wood is going to be stacked way back behind where the camera is there, and you're going to see me chucking it just a little bit. So anyway, instead of just throwing it on the ground right there, I told her, I said, well, I can throw it back, you know, to where you're going to stack it so you don't have to carry it. She said, well, that would be great, because she said the last guy just dumped all of the wood right about where the truck is sitting right there, and then we had to carry it back there. So she said that'd be great if you could get it back there. I said, well, no problem, I can chuck it back there for you. And when I go to do a delivery like this where the people are kind of hanging out, I do a lot of chit-chatting with the people when I get there, so you can see me talking. And the reason I don't have any volume on this, I thought I'd do a voiceover, plus they were playing music pretty loud, and I was afraid it would get YouTube wouldn't like it because I might get a copyright strike with the music or something, so I figured I'd just turn it down and then do some talking. So the whole time I'm there, I'm asking them, you know, do you come camping quite a lot? Do you come every weekend? I always ask them, you know, how much wood do you usually go through? What kind of wood do you usually get? Because I'm feeling them out for the future as far as a customer, you know, how much volume they're going to go through and how often they burn fires. And she told me when they're there, they have a fire going almost all day, every day. She said normally they go for like 4 or 5 long weekends, and then they do a 2-week stretch too. So that's why they were ordering the wood, because they didn't have enough to last the whole time. So I'm just chucking the pieces out, and the whole time I'm doing this here, I'm asking them again, like I said, what kind of wood they usually get. And she said they usually get just whatever. They don't care. They just want good dry wood that's going to burn. And she was telling me that they don't always get wood from the same place, but she said they've never had anybody that's been consistent
They've one guy they used to get it from, and then he ran out, and then another guy, and he quit doing it, and then the last guy they bought wood from last year ran out already this year. So she asked around the neighborhood there in the campground, and this is the same area that I now have delivered. Well, I think it's like 14, maybe 15 face cords, somewhere in that range, like 5 full cords. One guy ordered 2 full cords already, another guy ordered a full cord, and then she ordered a single, and then I think 1 or 2 other singles. And then later on in this video, you're going to see another delivery to the same campground, because they saw me delivering wood here to this lady this morning, and they asked her about it after I left, and then they called me saying, hey, can you bring us some wood? So if you can get in at a campground and have a good product and hand out your cards, and if you get the right person that's going to talk to people and spread the word that you've got quality wood, you will sell more wood. So yeah, I'm just chucking the wood out of the trailer there, and you can see how far I have to throw it, which she really appreciated. And when I do this kind of stuff, a lot of people will give me a tip. They'll give me an extra 10, 20 bucks. Because for them, it's worth it. And they're not burning the wood for heat. They're burning it for, burning marshmallows and hot dogs and sitting by the fire and drinking beer. That's kind of what they do. And the amount of money these people spend on these campers is amazing. And their camping spot alone, it's a permanent rental, so they rent it year-round. It's $3,000. And then to have their septic pumped out, it's another 20 bucks a month, or each time they have it done, which is sometimes, if there's a lot of people there, she said it's once a week, once every other week. They paid to have their shelter built, they paid for their deck to be put in, they paid for brickwork to be done, and when they leave, they have to tear it all up. And their camper, I think she told me it was like $70,000, something like that, because it sleeps like 10 people, so it's big. So there's the wood.
Well, I just got back from my last delivery. I pulled into the wood yard and I hooked up the trailer because on my way back from my last delivery, I got another order for some wood. And the guy wants the same thing as he got last time. He said it was the best wood he's ever had for campfire wood. He got 1 face cord, or a third of a cord, of maple, and 1 face cord, or a third of a cord, of pine. He said it was awesome. He said they had great fires, burned great, burned easy, nice flames, smelled great. So that's what he wants. So I'm going to load up this face cord you see right here of maple, and then we're going to go over to the pine. I'm going to throw a face cord of pine in. So here we go. We're loading wood again. There it is, a beautiful load of wood, ready to go to its new home. I'm going to take it there right now. Let's go.
My wife and I were talking. I'm like, I better call that guy or I'm going to forget. And yeah, so thanks. That's all sliding. When you pull out, it'll come out.
So I was on my way to my delivery that you just saw me do, the big dump, and I got another call. And it's from the same campground I went to this morning and delivered the face cord. So if I'd have known that ahead of time, I could have did 2 deliveries at once because it's an hour away. So now I'm gonna load up some ash, some maple, and some oak and some hickory, kind of a mix, hardwood, and we're gonna go deliver that one. So I'm gonna load that up right now. Look at that. Another gorgeous load of hardwood. Mostly ash and maple actually. A little bit of cherry, a little bit of oak in there, but it's mainly maple and ash. Going to the campground again. Here we go. You guys on? Pull ahead, I just gotta watch this tree because then I'll drop, it'll come on and I'll drop it. Pull ahead.
Okay, all right.
What? So I am just leaving the campground. It smells wonderful. It smells like campfires galore. There's over 300 sites at this place. It's really spread out. It's like a city. And I just delivered my second load of the day here. And there's a group of people back in the corner that all know each other, and that's who I've been delivering wood to now. So that is the last load of the day. I'm not doing any more because it's already 7:45. So I'm just gonna head back home. I got a little over an hour drive to get back home. So today was a good day. I sold six face cords today. 1, 2, 3, 4 different deliveries. So 2 singles and 2 doubles, and heading back home. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. It was fun having you along. Please poke the buttons, you know what to do. And between the next time you come back, which will be tomorrow, I'll be back then. You should come back. And we'll have some more fun. So between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Oh, we got deer on the road here. Woo, watch out, they're everywhere.